Well, hello there, movie friends. Welcome back to our show. Anthony here.
And James here. Today's movie news number 50. That's 50. We've almost been doing this segment for an entire year now.
Wow.
That is bananas.
Crazy.
Insane. But
It's become one of my favorite things to do for the show.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Lots to get to. So a couple movies premiered this weekend. And for example, Downton Abbey, A New Era, opened with $1 million on its opening previews on Thursday night and then is eyeing an $18 million opening weekend over 3 days.
It still makes money.
So that's pretty solid. Then A24's Men opened at a $450,000 Thursday, but then a $1.4 million Friday, expected to hit about a $3.3 million opening for the weekend, which is not good on a $25 million budget.
Not good at all.
But better news for the box office for A24. Everything Everywhere All at Once is still making money. It is now their highest grossing domestic film of all time, A24, with Everything Everywhere All at Once.
If you haven't seen it, go check it out.
It just beat Hereditary, so that's domestic, not global, because Hereditary is still number one. That's like 89 million global box office. So just domestic, it's now their highest domestic box office ever.
Good for them. That if you haven't seen that film, you would really love it. It's a great movie. Lots of fun, hysterical, great action and creativity.
Yeah. But Doctor Strange obviously is still the king of the box office. It's hitting a $30 million weekend again, so it's third weekend in a row of being number one at the box office, of course, as we can expect.
It's also only dropping 50% from last weekend. That's a great sign.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah, because usually big movies, they'll drop 60 to 70% in their third weekend, but it's still got legs.
The Bad Guys pulled in, a $5 million weekend. Sonic the Hedgehog pulled in $4 million this weekend. So these movies just still have some legs, which is interesting. Firestarter was obviously a bomb as well. That made $450,000 Friday, $1.73 million for the 3 day, and then expecting a $7 million 2 week run Firestarter, that film, which is not good news for that movie because $7 million in your first 2 weekends combined, that is no bueno.
Yeah, unless the budget was $1 million, but I doubt that.
Doubt it. But moving on to Cannes Festival, which is happening right now in France, and obviously the top story is Tom effing Cruise, who got a surprise Palme d'Or from the company, from the festival, and also received a 5-minute standing ovation just for receiving the award, and also Top Gun received like an 8-minute ovation.
Yeah, ovations are a part of the Cannes experience if a film's very good, because when a film shows at Cannes, if it sucks, it'll get booed by the crowd. But if it's great, it'll get applauded, and the ovations it's common for them to last several minutes long if it's a really great movie. I remember a couple years ago, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood got like a 10-minute ovation. A huge ovation, and the camera goes right up to the actors' faces for like a minute straight.
Right.
They're like, okay, I can't keep holding this smile with the camera right in my face. But that's a great sign. The reactions, like we said last week, are really fantastic for Top Gun Maverick, and so we're very much looking forward to seeing the film on Tuesday night. So we'll keep you all posted with our review, which will come out when we're back from vacation, but it's going to be epic.
It's at 96% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's like one bad review. So this is going to be an epic movie. I cannot wait. Yeah. I cannot wait. I'm even more excited.
Absolutely. There's some new Thor news. There's going to be a trailer dropping on Monday. Now, this is confirmed by Taika Waititi and Chris Hemsworth, and they released a little funny video. They're going to premiere it during one of the NBA playoff games, Game 4 of one of the games. I can't remember. So you'll be able to see it on TNT, and then it'll go live on the internet right after it. So everyone's looking forward to seeing Christian Bale.
We know he's going to be in it.
Oh,
he's going to be in this trailer for sure.
He's going to be in it.
There's no way he's not in it.
So that's going to be epic to finally see Christian as his character, Gore the God Butcher, as well as more Natalie Portman as Mighty Thor. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing that trailer once it drops, and hopefully we'll get a bigger sense of what the story's going to be like too.
And then lots of Stranger Things 4 news to go over. First of all, there's a huge controversy where leaked images of the Stranger Things 4 Monopoly board game were posted online in a Reddit thread and revealed massive spoilers of the new season of the show. And apparently the Duffer Brothers, who write and direct the show, had no control over the situation with Monopoly and the board game. They were not vetted about this situation, and apparently they had a much-deserved meltdown because the spoilers of the show went online. Apparently a guy said he bought it in a store too, which is shocking. I don't know if that's true or not because it is Reddit, but the guy still had images of the board game revealing the spoilers and plot points of the new season. So if you don't want to see any spoilers for Stranger Things, try to stay off Twitter and Instagram, or try to avoid any...
It's amazing to me that even though something leaks, people still spread it.
But people,
all over.
But some people are still like addicted to wanting to know.
Yeah,
Some people
man.
look for it subconsciously. I think I'm convinced of that 1,000%.
Oh, yeah,
because you can
100%.
avoid it. I've actually like what I do is we don't look at the notifications if there's some leak stuff
Yeah,
going out, but
yeah.
like just don't look at it. And, just, squint your eyes when you open Twitter. Also, the first 8 minutes of Stranger Things season 4 were released, which you can check on YouTube. I'm holding that on that, but it might actually be a good idea because there's so much content of the show coming to us. For example, the season finale is 2.5 hours long.
Whoa.
2.5 hour long season finale.
Netflix-
All the episodes are over an hour.
Netflix is like, stay with Netflix. Don't cancel your membership.
It's
You like us,
a lot
right?
of I think all the episodes are around an hour and a half long too,
Yeah.
which is insane. So like, I don't know how we're gonna have time to watch these in time to get like a quick review up after we get back, but we're gonna have to figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm if it's great, I'm all for things being long, like movies and miniseries and TV shows. So I have high hopes for it. It looks like it's going to be cool. All right, next up, there is a new trailer for George Miller's next film, which is a follow up to Mad Max Fury Road. It is called The 3,000 Years of Longing, stars Idris Elba and Tilda Swinton, and it's a genie story about 3 wishes, and Tilda Swinton plays a woman who accidentally awakens a genie who is able to grant her wishes, and it looks like it's got this really terrific, creative, adult twist on that kind of story. And George Miller, I mean, he's one of the most underrated directors working today, and I'm can't wait to see this. He's such a great, creative, brilliant mind, and he blew everyone away with Mad Max Fury Road, and so his next film has been hotly anticipated. Everyone was like, what's he going to do next? Is he going to do another Mad Max one? So I think it's a really fun step after Mad Max, because he actually did Happy Feet.
Yeah.
People
know him for the Happy Feet more than Mad
He's got such an
Max.
eclectic filmography. He bounces around, which I think is great.
Next up, we have Bong Joon-ho's next film adds Naomi Aki, Toni Collette, and Mark Ruffalo, who are joining Robert Pattinson in his next film. And the movie is going to be based off the novel Mickey 7, which is a sci-fi film in space, right?
Mm-hmm.
So looking forward to that. So the cast is already shaping up to be some very high talent actors
And
for sure.
Naomi Aki, she played one of the characters in Rise of Skywalker, one of those rebellious stormtroopers, the one that ends up hanging out with Finn most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
She's that actress. Next up, Margot Robbie is developing a new Ocean's 11 prequel movie, which will be set in Europe in the 1960s, and she's
Ocean's Origins.
Ocean's Origins. What was Danny Ocean's mom like?
That's probably what it is.
That's my guess. Yeah, Danny Ocean's mom taught him everything he knew. That's my guess, and it'll be like George Clooney's mom, played by Margot Robbie. And Jay Roach will be writing and directing the film, who produced, wrote, and directed Bombshell with Margot Robbie as well. So we'll see how this looks up. Looks like, I mean, I like the 1960s vibe, and I'm not sure if we need another Ocean's film after Ocean's 8.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
we'll see.
We'll check it out. I wonder what they're going to call it, if they're going to call it like
It's just going to be called Ocean's 11.
Ocean's
It's
11?
Complete restart, revamp of the whole thing.
What?
Yeah, it's just called Ocean's
Why not
11.
just call it like Ocean 7?
No, they're taking the whole brand name.
All right. Moving on to Barbie news. The Greta Gerwig film will feature multiple versions of Barbie and Ken, and other versions of Ken besides Ryan Gosling include Simu Liu, and also Issa Rae will be playing a version of Barbie. So Margot,
I think it's a smart idea.
Margot and Ryan are not the only Barbies and Kens in the world.
Yeah, I think it's a smart take on the Barbie movie.
For sure.
Maya Hawke is actually joining her mother, Uma Thurman, in Uma Thurman's new film, The Kill Room, which is her first leading role in a long time. So it'll be fun to see both of them in a film together. They look so similar, and they have that smoky voice. It's like, when I saw Maya Hawke for the first time in Stranger Things, I was like, it's little Uma Thurman. It's crazy.
Next up, Daisy Ridley hits the pool in behind-the-scenes image from Young Women in the Sea, so she's playing swimming champion Trudy Dearly in a biopic coming out.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be a big role for her post-Star Wars.
Probably an Oscar contender for actress. I
Yeah,
bet, when
seems
it
like
comes
it,
out.
yeah. Next up, Catherine Called Birdie released a new clip. This is a film written and directed by Lena Dunham, which is coming out pretty soon. It's about a mischievous heroine in like a Victorian medieval era England. It looks like a lot of fun, a dark comedy, and it looks like she's just having a lot of fun turning the genre on itself.
A new rom-com is coming out written by Billy Eichner called Bros. The trailer just dropped. It is the first gay rom-com from a major studio. It looks pretty damn funny.
It looks funny, yeah.
I think Billy's a hilarious guy. He's co-writing this one, and the trailer's really cool because it's like very meta because he's like talking to the audience in the trailer at the same time as the trailer showing narrative pieces from the film, but it goes really well cohesively, and it looks like a fun take on a rom-com, and I can't wait to check it out.
Mm-hmm. Next up, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is getting a reboot TV series.
Reboot
on Hulu. Everyone's been asking for it.
Reboot time.
Hulu finally said yes.
I really hope they bring back Sean Connery.
You asked for it.
We need legacy characters back.
No, he's not coming back.
We should start saying that instead of just Origins. We go reboot.
Oh, jeez, here we go. Here we go again.
New trailer dropped for Spiderhead, which is a Netflix original film starring Chris Hemsworth and Miles Teller as they test the limits of science. Joseph Kosinski directed this film, who obviously just made Top Gun Maverick, so can't wait to check that out. Obviously, Top Gun was made a couple of years ago, so that's why this is coming out.
Yeah, Top Gun was supposed to come out in 2020.
Around the same time. Yeah. It looks like a pretty interesting trailer.
It feels
intriguing.
Like it's got Ex Machina vibes.
Ex Machina, kind of Black Mirror. It's
Yeah.
about like technology that seems to be able to control human behavior or something like that, or, and teach it to do different things. So, interesting trailer.
Next up, the popular book over the past year, Where the Crawdads Sing, has released a trailer starring Daisy Edgar Jones, who fights for justice and her right to be herself. Delia Owens' acclaimed novel has been very popular amongst readers over the last 12 months, and this is a hotly anticipated film. Great lead actress, and also it's produced by Reese Witherspoon.
Daisy is blowing up this year.
Yeah.
This is her year.
She was in Fresh.
Yeah, she's in a couple other stuff. She is on fire right now.
It's like her and Jenna Ortega are really having big years.
Really big careers for like young actresses. Chippendale Rescue Rangers. Reactions call it quirky, nostalgic, and genuinely hilarious. And there's a bunch of different like franchise characters inside this that like little cameos. There's even I think it's Zack Snyder's
Ugly Sonic is in it.
Ugly Sonic. Zack Snyder's Batman with the metal bat suit, and then also E.T. And so it's pretty interesting.
It's like a Ready Player One
Yeah, it
version.
looks like fun.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun.
I wonder how they got the rights for the Warner Brothers properties.
In some of our they might own all those properties.
Batman?
Warner Brothers?
No, it's Universal.
Oh, Universal owns Chippendale?
It's not a Warner Brothers. Oh yeah, sorry, it's not a Warner Brothers production.
Okay, gotcha.
Sorry,
I mean,
I
they probably
should've
borrow
opened
and
with
stuff.
that.
Yeah,
I
they make
really
deals. They
apologize
make
for that.
backroom deals. Like, you use this, let us use this. That shit happens all the time.
Do they handshake backwards?
They do pinky swear.
Behind the back? pinky swear, kiss the thumb.
But we have some friends who saw it, and they said it was a lot of fun. Next up, our final bit of news is regarding Amy Adams. She is in pre-production on a new film for Hulu. It's called Night Bitch, and it's an adaptation of Rachel Yoder's novel about a suburban mother who's turning into a dog.
Origins.
Dog origins. Sounds pretty freaky, and it must be good if Amy Adams signed on. So, very intriguing concept, very interesting. I'm not sure if it'll be like her actually legitimately turning into a dog, but we'll see. I mean, could be some like spell or curse she gets put on.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
I mean, Amy's great. She wouldn't sign on if it wasn't a good take. So
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what the script is like, what the trailer's going to be like, and I don't know. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Let's swing at the fences.
I love
man.
Amy.
Swing for the fences. I'm all for it. Mm-hmm. That wraps movie news number 50. The next time you hear from us for movie news 51, we will be in Ireland broadcasting from there. So we will get it up for Saturday. So don't worry.
We'll be in Dublin.
Movie news 51.
We might be a little toasty on some Guinnesses, though.
Yeah. We might have a couple of whiskeys inside of us. So if Anthony's slurring his words, you'll know why. Take care, everybody. Lots of great episodes coming for you this week. Obviously, on Monday, we are dropping our Top Gun from 1986.
I feel the need for speed.
That's on Monday. Cannot
tomorrow.
wait. And then, tomorrow.
Yeah,
and then
tomorrow.
Thursday we have our fan Q&A. You sent us a bunch of questions about a month ago, and we finally got the episode done.
Yeah.
So that should be a lot of fun. And we got some other things coming in for you.
Yeah. So thank you for tuning in. Everyone have a great week. See you next time.
Take care. Thanks so much for tuning in to Raiders of the Lost podcast. Be sure to subscribe if you're new. Hit the like button, leave a comment. Find us on all audio streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts, you can find us. Find us on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Raiders of the Lost podcast. Be sure to check out one of these other videos right here for more content on our favorite films and breaking down all kinds of movie content. Thanks so much.